Hey, what's up, everybody? Time for another game theory video. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. That is the prerequisites for this video. If you don't like the video, share the video, comment on it, leave a super chat or a super like or something, even if it's like $2. You are not allowed to watch the video. Turn it off, okay? I shouldn't be teaching people still for free games I don't even play. But let's answer a few comments or respond to a few comments I got about CVS2. So, a guy commented that, I guess basically he thinks that it's not jank, that, you know, if you do a special move too fast, that, you know, it doesn't juggle when you do a CVS2 cancel, whatever the fuck it's called, right? And I showed the example of some of the jankness. You can do a super fireball with Ryu, let's say, or just basically any character, whatever you're doing or saying, let's say, quotation marks, any character. You do a super and you do your special move too fast and it actually whips through the character, and the guy doesn't think that's jank, I guess, whatever. Well, let's go over that, and I'm going to show some other things in this video to respond to some other comments. So let's look at a character like Akuma, right? Akuma does a sweep into a hurricane kick. We can see we got 2 hits of a juggle of a hurricane kick right there, right? So we're going to show why this is jank, okay? And I don't, it's like, I don't even think, it's not even necessarily I'm talking shit about the game in a bad way, because I've said before, the jank in a way kind of helps the game. Not this specifically, but to say it's not jank I think is kind of silly, but we'll show. So we got 2 hits of a juggle right there. Now let's say we do a level 2 cancel with Akuma, right? We did a hurricane kick, right? Well, the hurricane kick is only going to hit once. It's like, wait, his skull goes all right through the character, right? So the hurricane kick now has less juggle because I did the move too fast. Let's show some other examples of this. I mean, even if we're to do a level 3, the hurricane kick is going to hit multiple times. Even if we do a level 1, the hurricane kick is going to hit multiple times. Okay? Let's watch this. Let's say we do a super right here. Well, we do a level 2 cancel. We whiff. We're no longer even in this sort of quasi whatever state, right? Guess what? We do a hurricane kick. Oh, it's going to juggle multiple times. Let's watch this. Let's say we do super right here. Level 2. I do a dragon punch, right? Boom. Now, let's watch this. That did 7 hits, wasn't it? Do this right here. I'm going to roll. I roll, right? Boom, boom. Now 8 hits. Even though we're supposed to theoretically be getting more juggles and everything because we're using this groove, we got less uses because we'd used it, right? Is that not jank to you? So I actually showed an example here. I showed the Ryu example earlier because, you know, just it seemed more like an easy thing to do. But there, the Akuma example, we showed that using the C groove cancel, we actually got less. I would say that's jank. Now, I know the guy, it looks like his channel, he likes CVS2. You like CVS2, you know what? Anyone can play any game they like. I don't give a fuck, all right? You know what I mean? But that is pretty jank, I would say, and probably shoddy programming, right? I know you can delay it to make it hit properly, but we can see we're actually using the fucking system. We were punished for using it, even with Akuma in that example. Anyway, let's show some more things. Other jankness, I would say, is no, how a lot of these say infinite works or some of the crazy combos is because you're almost in this state of where the move counts as one move. It's like one continuous state, right? But there are moves that don't seem to function properly for some reason, like say rock, right? Why wouldn't we do something like a Kim CVS2 stance cancel, right? Where we've showed that we can make the move juggle infinitely. Let's just use an example like this, right? Rock right here, boom. All right, this. Why doesn't that hit twice? Shouldn't that move count as one move, but rock doesn't? Even if we do something like a kill fire punch, don't you think that's just a singular special move? You would think. I mean, especially the rock example, right? But it just doesn't juggle, even though you would think C groove is allowing moves that don't juggle to juggle. There's an example of something that just doesn't juggle as you would think when someone tells you the rules of the game, right? Now, someone was asking about the real cancel, right? And this is what I've talked about before. You should think of the move as a singular move, just like when I was teaching people this game back in the day, which is crazy. Me teaching this game as a kid to people, right? I don't know frame data. I don't give a fuck about all this frame data nonsense, right? Nonsense, right? I know frame data is important. I'm just trying to go off what I can like teach myself, like visually I can see, right? So he's got this move, this uppercut move, this gut punch thing. It's like a throw in King of Fighters, right? Before it kind of punches the guy, right? Now you know you can super jump out of it, right? So knowing that the game already is like giving us this basically function to allow it to function as one move that you can super jump cancel, this must count as a singular move, right? So boom, we jump, we hit the guy, right? Now we know right when we hit the ground, we have, past instances of games like, say, maybe even say Super Turbo, when Ryu does a hurricane kick and he falls. It's a special property when he lands that he can block or dragon punch, right? Whatever the fuck it is, right? But it's something like that you can throw or dragon punch, or can you throw whatever, or say whatever the fuck it is. Alpha 3 when you have these like crouch cancel infinites, or when you're jumping and then because you're keeping one state, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know the exact frame data. I'm just trying to go off what my brain knows works and I can visually even see, right? So we know right when he hits the ground, if we do a special move immediately, or a move, right? Well, now, guess what? Just like I showed in that Kim example, and why I tried to tell people, and again, they got mad that I didn't talk in frame data. Look, even when you do supers in some of these instances, like the Kim, why I was teaching people with the Kim foot stance thing to show you don't have like a shadow on you. You can tell that the game is bugged. We should be exploring this, but some people didn't like, oh, well, just because you don't have shadows, that doesn't mean anything. But look at an example here. With Ryo, I'm going to super fireball, right? And look, there's no shadows on it. No shadows on it. And so the super fireball juggled when it's not supposed to juggle, right? Now, if we show an example like this, right? Watch this. Because I do it slow and there's shadows on it, it's not going to juggle. See? There's not going to be shadows, so it's not going to juggle. Right? Now, I know some people get mad. Clayton, I don't like that. I don't like that. You have to talk in frame data. I don't know frame data. Done. I don't know frame data. What do you want me to tell you? Sue me. I don't know the frame data of the game. I don't know. I just know I can tell the game is bugged because there's no shadows. That's what, and I go off this other idea. Well, Ryu, he's invincible while he's landing and he can actually like block, Oh, Alpha 3 has these like jumping things and whatever fuck it is, right? So, whatever. Did you know in this game, I don't know if people have talked about this. I feel like it's, not, I don't know, just again, because he was in the game. Do you know in this game has some of these old school games where depending on the side you are and what character you are, it changes what crosses up, what combos, etc. Right? So we look at Ryo here. He does a jump punch, he crosses up. But if we do it on this side, oh, he stays in front. Watch it again. Oh, he stays in front. Do this side? Oh, he goes on the other side, right? This works with medium kick too. Boom. Oh, I crossed up. Under here. Oh, I stay on the same side, right? Now, if I pick the other Ryo, what side crosses up, etc. changes, right? So boom. Stays on the same side. Boom. That's how it crosses up. Ooh, crazy. Anyway. Another example of something I don't think I've seen talked about. People say that you, for the Kyo double kick thingy jiggy, they say that you always do little kick into the Orochinagi or whatever, and you actually can do medium kick into it. So you should see my damage. Let me get my damage on so you know that it's the medium kick version, right? So let's try that again. Media source. Let's go back a little bit just so you can see the damage, so you know it's the medium kick. Just showing this works. Medium kick. Let's see. So you actually can get that. You actually don't have to do the little kick, although granted it is much more tight, but just showing that works because I guess people don't think it works, I guess. Continuing. So another example, just going back, because I think the one guy was, again, saying that because if you cancel the super fast, that happens. But we can even see in this example with Kyo, I'm not going to cancel this fast, and you can still get this property that I was talking about with Kyo that I haven't seen people talk about. So, Orochinagi, right? We get 3 hits. I cancel immediately, right? And then because of that, the fire normally doesn't juggle like that, but we get this extra hit, right? It normally doesn't happen, right? Watch here, boom, I cancel immediately, right? Well, I can cancel it slow too. Watch this, boom, I cancel slow. Boom, then I hit. Do you see how slow that was? So this idea to make the game jank, you have to do it fast, is not necessarily true, right? That's what it is. So there we go, boom, boom. I do this, and there, like, why is that? Wow, that hit late. Watch this, boom, what do I do here? Boom, so kick. Say if we're gonna do a Twilight Ride or something like that. Or so you can see the damage there. Say we got this other combo here. Normally if we do hard kick stuff, obviously the guy's higher in the air, you would think. So, you know, we can do shoulder tackle, do good damage. But we can actually smidge out just a little bit more damage if we do this with super with. That didn't hit, right? That just made the Rochanagi hit with a bigger chunk of the flame. Serpent wave. Boom here. Boom. Now that actually did more damage than everything else, right? And that's why I try to use the kill example of another example that he's not, I think he's generally not a, to my knowledge at least, right? He's not a character that when you talk about like showing off a little bit of jank that kind of like lets you level up your understanding of the game. And as you understand more of it, you also get better, right? And I say like every game could only wish that they could be so lucky that they have something unintended from like shoddy programming, whatever you want to call it, that actually makes the game more interesting, right? And that's not to say that some of the jank isn't good, like I showed with Ryu in the last example or last video. Excuse me, that's retarded. Just like Akuma, oh, I canceled it fast, so now my move can't even juggle properly. Yeah, I would say that's jank. I know some people like the game. Maybe they think everything jank is good about it. I think some of the stuff is retarded. Some of the stuff like this Kyo stuff, the Kim stuff, the Ryo stuff is actually cool. And it doesn't actually totally break the game. And again, what an extravagant luxury to say that you have a game that you fucked up the programming a bit, but it actually makes it a little bit more interesting. And that's why I use the example like the Impossible Dust and Guilty Gear. You know, you have a homogenized mechanic in a way. I mean, I guess it is with dust and everything. Everyone's dust is a little bit different. But it's a simple mechanic that teaches you the game, actually. And it's got a little bit of bugginess to it. And to use the bug, you have to learn the game because of the way the combo routes actually get. Because not every character has the same combo route. When you then use, so you have a normal dust, boom, 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 boom. Simple to understand for a newbie player. Then you understand that there's a bug, so you have to go into the game system just a little bit to understand a game at a deeper level. And then to use the Impossible Dust, you then have to use your character-specific properties. You no longer use the homogenized tool that is dust to just mash on an attack. We've already leveled up from there. We've now leveled up our understanding of the game from a technical standpoint. And then to actually use it, we have to use it from a character-specific standpoint, right? That's why Impossible Dust is such a fantastic mistake. Kyo is an example that shows off some of the fantastic mistakeness of this. Now, unfortunately, not every character can do that, but it still exists, just like it exists with Kim, just like it exists with Ryo, right? Anyway, remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. Seriously, if you watch this video and you didn't super like it or some shit like that, even if it's $2, I don't even fucking play this game anymore. And I guess I'm teaching people shit. You know, I mean, come on, man. You know, that's why I say it's crazy. The community hates me. And it's like, dude, no one has ever done what I've done for fighting games. It's insane, right? Seriously. I've done every type of fighting game there is. Just absolutely insane. Seriously, even if it's $2, something, dude. Come on, man. Just insane. The end.